think I'll say a few words after the break because I need to start with the project class now.
Okay.
It's really scheduled, so it's probably better timing.
After the break. Okay.
Yeah. That's fine. I hope it didn't like disturb the plan. Yeah. So see you later.
Okay. Thank you. So idea is first we will look at the homework because it's the last week. Probably you will see the new teacher from next module.
Do you know who it is?
I don't know. I don't know yet. Probably Christopher will not know. I know. I don't have time for the whole module.
Oh,
so I'm not available full time actually. But the idea is we would like to see the homework, more details, and if you have some confusion, we'll fix this one. And also we'll look at the function loops and some conditions if you have time, and mostly the Git. We'll spend time on the Git. So from next class, if you're there, you should be comfortable with using Git. That's the intention, primarily using Git. Okay?
And I just want to repeat about homework. If you could have done 1, 2, and 3, you're doing good. Okay? The game was just a challenge. Okay? No?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So if you're on top of 1, 2, 3 by end of this week, you're good. Okay.
So yeah, that's true. So probably we can start with the homework first. So starting with you, did you do your homework? Yeah. Some of them, or probably we can take your the first one. Like you can present the first homework, the number 1, I guess, and then Zishan can take 2, so we can go through them. No? So this one, Mohammed. Yeah. Did you manage to do the homework 1? Yeah. Okay. So probably you can share your code in the Slack channel. Yeah. Did you find the code? Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, probably we can see from here. So one general comment, I probably gave you all of them. Do not get the input like this way, right? So how many managed to fix that? I told in the review, I have seen many of the students collect the user input with the prompt, right? So I said instead of prompt, you use the input element.
I didn't know any other way.
Sorry?
I didn't know any other way to do it.
You did this way?
Yeah.
Okay. So probably we can learn that. And you did manage to fix?
No, I didn't do it. I was working on the other things.
Okay.
But I understood.
Okay. And you did? Okay, I guess good one. And you also did? What about you?
Did what?
You also use the prompt.
Yes, I did not get time to work more.
But you got the idea? Is it possible,
I
right?
understood. Yes,
Okay. Okay, we'll do it together, Marco. So this is the JavaScript code? Right? So would you like to yeah. So would you like to explain what is the homework and what you have done? The homework 1, what is the homework?
Yeah, to ask,
What is the assignment?
yeah, to ask when we
Number?
have to be,
Yeah.
and the other number, 5 or
So I put some number like say 4,
yeah,
and then
should show the right date.
so today is Sunday, and then see you on Thursday, right? Tuesday. Oh no, Thursday. Yeah. Is it good if I say one day? Should be Monday, right? Monday. Yeah, it's working. So can you explain a bit here? How did you solve this one?
Yeah.
So you're collecting the numbers first, right?
We have 3 variables here.
Yeah.
First, the question.
Yeah.
When they ask after how many days shall we meet again. The second variable, we use this new date to show us today's date.
Mm.
And the third variable, so for today's result, I put this sentence result see you on first in document number 3.
Yeah.
And thereafter,
Yeah, you printed it. Yeah, it's good one. And I also give one more comment. Do not use document.write. So instead of document.write, you can insert this information in div element or something. Probably not you, but I did give general. So did you not able to do that or?
no.
Okay. So in that case, you have done this one, right? So can you share your code so we can see how can we collect the input from user in different way? It's good. You have done a very good job. I think there are many ways you can solve the problem, but yeah, it's fine. And what is this question? Is it in Danish or?
It's just question.
Oh, okay. No, I thought probably it's in Danish because it can be done. So always try to.
24 into 60 into 60. Is that some sort of calculation that gives you today's date?
Yeah.
Where did you get that?
It's good from that. I don't know.
Okay. I think the idea is for you to figure it out through the code.
So main intention is like you don't do copy paste. You can only do the copy paste if you understand the code. For instance, you did the copy paste, but you don't understand what it does, what the magic behind it. So then don't use it.
Yeah.
Then ask question: how can I actually like increase the date or like find the dates with the new number or something?
Yeah, but I feel that I have no ability.
No.
It's perfect. No, that's
you
perfect.
I need more time. I need more time.
I think you need to ask more question in that case. So probably the people here they also did in different way. They can help you. So for instance, you copy paste, right? And you don't know how exactly this works. What this number? Why is 24? Why is 60? Why is 60? Right? You don't have any idea.
I tried without this for number.
So if you didn't understand this, we would recommend that you do something simple that you understand.
So
Then if we give you a new problem, what if it's not in the internet? You see what I mean?
Yeah, but let me explain for you. I thought you know that one. So the first this one, the new date, right? It's give you the date. If you don't send anything inside this one, so if you remove this one, so it's give you date actually today's date. But what you have done, you said date.now again. So date.now means exactly this time, precise now, and then you have added plus, and the question is like I'm entering numbers, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So let's say 2, next 2 days, 2, and you are multiplying by 24 means 1 day is 24, right?
Yeah.
So 1 day has 60 hours,
Yeah.
and then 60 hours are 60 seconds, and then all seconds multiplied by microsecond, which is millisecond or something. That's why it's multiplied by 1,000. So you are
the exact number for the day, the day that you're coming.
So basically, you are generating a timestamp. So timestamp is always a millisecond. So if you want to increase, so you said now, so from now to 2 days. So you are getting the 2 days millisecond, then you're adding to the now. So if you have, okay, one day, how many millisecond? let's see. $86,000 something, I guess. Exponential. Who can read this one?
It is A6. A6 4.
This one.
000.
Yeah, a lot of yeah, a lot of 00. So basically, you are doing in cheating way. So you said now, I'm now, and then you are adding this many number to the one day, and then also if it's like for your case is you are multiplying, because if it's a 2 day, then you get double, 3 day double. So you are just getting the number and adding it to it. So you are going ahead this way, but it can be solved in very different ways. So whenever you copy paste is not a bad thing, it's a good thing, but you need to understand what you're copying pasting.
Right.
Yeah, do ask question. Okay, did you manage to? Yeah. Okay, so see here, I said this one, use like this, use input element. So for instance, in the class HTML class we have, oh okay, you can see that.
এটা মুভ করতে হবে
So it's the very same input tag that we use for
who's
the
this?
forums, isn't it?
Sorry.
The input tag that is on the HTML.
Yeah.
It's the very same that we use for forums.
Form, exactly.
Okay.
So basically, the HTML class we learned the form in the last class.
Yeah.
So there you got introduced to like getting a name, email, phone number, like that, right? You build the form in the HTML page, right? In the bottom section, contact us or something. So basically, using the same idea. So you just declare a form. So you don't. So for instance, another case here. So whenever it comes here, I cannot do anything, right? It's preventing me to do any other stuff.
Yeah.
But here I can scroll, I can like do whatever I want. So, and no one write this way ever now. It was probably a long time ago we used to collect using input like that.
But anyways, I think that for the purpose it's okay. We're not like checking really the input, it's just to make it work.
That's-
But yeah, I get what you're
that's-
saying. It's better just to do it.
That's perfectly okay. But it's also recommended that you do the proper way.
Sure.
And also, for instance, you can always utilize your learnings, the past learnings. For instance, you have learned something in JavaScript, HTML, CSS. That always good practice that you are using them, right? Otherwise, it's like we just always forget things. So I asked you to do this way. Okay, what is this? Oh, yeah, here, right? So for instance, why are too many things here? Oh, you have done, you have solved everything. Okay. So let's say I am putting 3 meetings. So see here, he displaying input here, right? Some of the element. I can show you the element. Copy. So he said demo 1. In demo 1, he's storing the information. Demo 1, demo 2. So it's an element. So you can say div, p tag, or any tag. I don't mind. So just use element, and then you should be able to print here, not in the bottom or top. So it look nice. So see, and if I probably type again, it will replace the input. See, it is changing now. So it's changing, right? This is a nice one. So
Let's look at the function, my function. Source code.
Oh, source code, yeah. So basically, yeah. Would you like to explain? I think it's best if you can explain.
Yeah, I just take the first of all I use new date, and from new date I get the index.
So first I type something, right?
Yeah.
So I type something, then I need to press this button, right?
Yes.
And what do you do after the press button?
When we press the button, we take the value from the I have take the value
So how do you take the value? How do you know that I have done something?
from getting. I have one element of.
So basically, you said here on click.
On click,
So basically,
yeah,
you inject some JavaScript code on
Yes.
click.
on click.
So if I do a click, then it triggers. It triggers the action. So he named it the action my function. You can name it anything. So basically, there's some JavaScript code he wrote in the JavaScript file, but he declared the reference in HTML. On click, this happens.
Call the function.
Yes. But another way we have solved this one in HTML class is like event listener.
Yes,
So in
there
the
was
JavaScript, we call a method called event listen to the click and then get me the value. So there are many ways you can solve. I think this is a good way. So the event listener we used to do it long time ago. Now the trend is doing this way.
Yeah, I tried, but I could not fully understand the event listener.
Yeah. So on click my function. So we can go to the source code. That's why I said please share the preview link. Then I don't have to go to the GitHub and see what the codes. I always do the checking this way. So to relate your code, okay? So see here, he said my function. Let me see. He have done all the homework. That is too many code. I think.
It's on the top.
Why is it my function? Oh, here exactly. Yeah. One comment here. So you see, I didn't find the function. Why is that? In the beginning.
Yes.
I was looking, scrolling. I said my function is not here. Why I said that? Because I'm so used to the code formatting, styling. So your function look like inside. Look at that. You have many spaces here, right? So I was expecting this should be, if you starting all the lines here. So I expecting that the function is top level, so it should be here. To me, it's like if something is inside of the code. That's why I didn't I was scrolling. Okay, why is my function? I was looking at this very words, not inside. So always improve on that, and it is a good package. Whenever you are submitting your code to someone in the job interview or something, then they will see this one and they will see the code. Otherwise, writing code is anyone can do that. Yeah. So my functions. So here, what you are doing here? So you are getting the. Can you explain?
Yeah, I'm getting the value from the input, but the value I'm getting is a string. So I'm converting that string to a number. Then I'm storing that number in a x value. And with that x value, I'm just getting plus with the day index and what I have got from previously to day index is equal to day dot get index. So after that, I just get the function with remainder 7 because we can repeat in 7 days. So that's why I get the
But
value.
how the 7 is working here?
Module.
Because if today is Sunday, after 3 days, what is the day index value? What is the day index value is if we are meeting tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. So Monday is on index 1. If you see, 1.
If you do mod 7, you get 1. And 1 is, and then you get from the array. That's the right way. That's what I was at.
Who understood his code? You? Can you explain again?
Basically, he just he made an array. So array has its index 0 to 6, and then this constant just getting the index. It's getting a number, and then modulo 7. So whatever the number is, it will just like get 0 to 6.
Everybody is clear?
Ask question if you.
Sure. So Marco, can you explain again?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. So basically, I'm not clear.
Well, it's,
Yeah. So I'm not getting what they're saying. So in that case, what you can do? So you have a smart way. I'm just revising a lot of things today because this is the last class. So I told you how to debug, right? And who can tell me how can I start debugging?
is there a bug here?
Debugging.
Click the number.
So
Yes, exactly. So basically, I'm confused. What are they saying? The modular, right? We are discussing this module, right? I'm not totally getting it. So let's click here. I want to see what this line function does. Right? I clicked it. So what I need to do? I need to refresh. It didn't stop. Why is that? Can anyone
Event listener, it didn't input anything.
Sorry?
It didn't input anything. That's on-click action.
Exactly. So if you understand correctly, basically when I press refresh, it should stop, but it didn't stopping because this piece of function is not executed yet. but this already executed. The date already executed, the index already executed, everything is in place. So for instance, if I can say what is the value names here, weekdays. See, weekdays. It means that it executes. It now recognizes the the value. Like for instance, say day index. We are talking about he's doing some day index here, right? Let's see what is day index giving us. 0. I don't know why 0, but anyway, it's Sunday probably. Yes, it's a good answer. So let's trigger this one. I want to see this one. So what I should do? I should say 5 here and then click. See, now it stopped here. You see this different color, right? Different color and a lot of things. It now highlighting the line. So it stopped here. So basically now you are in a mode to debugging. So for instance, when you don't understand the code, people are explaining. So you explore yourself and see what are there. So as we see here, x is giving, see little 5 there, right? So basically I have input 5 and he is recording the input in x variable by reading the this document element by number or something this way. And then the day index is 0. You have seen already, right, in the console. So x is 5 and then 0 is now 5 and module by 7. Again 5. Yes, that's true. So and then how do you know that meeting day date get index? What is the value? So you can do one more time here. This one. So it's going to line number 13. Now you can see what is the value of the meeting day index. It's still 5, and then 5 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Friday. So you should print Friday, right? So to do that, you can go again one more time. Next one. So see here, he already have printed today, yeah, and yeah, this way. So if I stop this one, it's Friday. If it's still not clear, so then go ahead doing some mathematics stuff that can help you.
So say if I say I'm meeting you in 10 days, what day are we meeting?
Well, if 3 as the index.
Yeah, so you go directly 0, 1, Wednesday.
Yeah.
I think the main thing is the modular 7.
Yeah. In many ways.
Because there are 7 days.
Yes. In many ways you can achieve it.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So it's basically to show you the debugging tool once again. Okay. So now we can. Yeah.
I want to add one more point. So basically, this method is very basically the same as the date method. I mean, the date method itself in JavaScript, because JavaScript also put the weekdays as this kind of same array as he did.
Yeah.
Actually, when I get dates, when I get weekdays, we got index. Like,
yeah, it's the same.
So you get the whole day. You get the day, the time and everything, right?
Yeah, we need to do like dot get day.
Get day, then we will return the index.
Yeah.
Okay. So is it clear to all? So now you have seen how can you write an input here, and then you also can get the input, and also 2 different ways to solve the problem. Here he have written how many lines? 15 line of code, and you have seen the 6 line of code can also do the same job, right? Mm-hmm. Very good. So next homework. What is the homework 2? Number 2. Yeah, I don't know how to search for the ping ones. Yeah. So number 2, you have done. What about you?
I have not done question number 1, like the first.
So now you know how to solve.
Question not homework 1, homework 2.
Oh, homework 2.
Question.
The first question you didn't solve.
I was traveling, somehow I missed that one. I have done question number 2 and 3 after.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll check 2 and 3. Marco?
Yeah.
You're comfortable showing this one? Homework 2?
Yeah.
Have you done? Can you see that? Sorry guys, I'm going random order. Don't get upset, okay? I know what you have done in the channel. I have seen your homework. So if I don't cover everyone, don't get sad, okay? Yeah.
is on the console.
Oh yeah, on the console. Okay. Sometimes you display some text, so I don't wait like some indication. Okay, page is loaded or something. I was looking. Okay, it should load. Yeah. So now you understand why we use console, like to actually see our code is working. Right? Yeah. So what is the number two work? This is the okay. It's 2.1. So what should I do here? Can you explain a bit what is the assignment and how did you solve it?
Yeah, I mean, basically, it did seem like a lot of work to create objects for all of us, especially because a lot of the things like the postcode, phone number that we were supposed to put, I mean, it just seemed like a lot of work. So I create a couple of arrays, and afterwards with a how it's called constructor function.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I had to like find out how it worked, and basically I created I called the function.
I have a question.
Yeah.
But why you are taking the random values of the postcodes and everything? Why you are generating randomly? Do they change so random? Or was it the instruction, the sign?
Sorry, I'm not.
We were supposed to give only the random grades, but you are even giving the postcodes and everything.
Yeah, I mean because according to
because you have to write it, you see, so it's better that way.
I mean according to this, we have to put some postcode and
Value.
phone numbers, and it was better to do it that way than me typing, random stuff. It was just an election. The thing is that, in my opinion, here, I mean, the whole task, maybe, it could be like less amount of things that we should put to a student and go straight to, like the important part. But yeah, that's my opinion anyway. So basically, I created a couple of functions to, in a random way, create the phone numbers for each one of the students, also the postcodes, and of course for the grades. That was the most important part. Then I made the construction function, call it 15 times, one for each of the students. Then I made a function to get the average of the class. Print, I think, the amount. That was quite a bump. I really struggled a lot to get the average. Then to find out the highest grade, the lowest grade. Basically, that's it. And I can see an error somewhere in there. Okay. I don't know where.
Okay. Anyone? Any question to him?
But still, I mean, there are a lot of things that we didn't really
No, it's okay.
saw in class. But yeah.
And I have a question. You have created objects by using constructor. How you are able to access the value, for example, the grades you have created in the object, and you are bringing and taking the average. That point I want to see here.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
So find the
Can
average.
you explain
Yes.
how you are bringing the average,
So
the value of the grade here?
Okay, the value of
Yeah, how you are accessing the value of the grade
Dot
from your
dot
objects.
dot
So-
grade.
You want the dot grade.
So Jisan, I told you, you have done something wrong. For instance, you are storing the average here. You cannot do that. It should be outside of the object. And that was the mistake you have done.
Yeah.
But I have something for you. I didn't see your code, but to me it looked pretty amazing. Because the way you explained that you don't want to, you find the problem that the object, the way she designed Marjahan, it's.
I think that it's very important to.
So to me it was bit, I was trying to solve this one. She told me yesterday I cannot take the homework, so I was thinking, okay, let's solve it. After starting doing this one, I stopped doing this one because
I thought
I thought that okay, it's too much work for me. I need more time. So what I did, I tried to see some of the students' homework, and I just copy paste from there. But I stopped it. I didn't solve this one. But the smarter way you think, I think it's good idea that you just, because the value, the postcode,
Yeah, you can generate
the phone number is has no value and meaning. But we need any number. Instead of we can type, we can do it smartly. They're calling the function method. It's very good approach. But one small suggestion for you. So you are doing a lot of similar work. It's like a similar thing you're doing over and over again, like 15 times. So is there any smart way you can overcome this one? Like
I
the way you just
I
did?
didn't find the way. I was thinking of maybe with a for loop, try to call it a couple of times, but I didn't really manage.
Think about keys.
I think that's the way around using the for loop. So we have a lesson
The
today.
thing is that I need to create a new name for the variable for each time I call the object.
Yeah.
How can I make a new name using a for loop?
That's a good one. So today we have a lesson, loop and the what else? Functions. Yes. So probably I was looking. I was while I'm coming, I thought, okay, I didn't take that much preparation. What example I should give to the class for the for loop? So I can take your example.
Okay.
I will improve this one using the for loop.
That sounds
So you
awesome.
can learn from the real example, right?
Sure.
That's a good one.
Just one more comment I'd like to make. If you go to the functions, say you're returning console, I would just return the value.
Oh yes. Oh,
Okay?
I didn't see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
So-
that way anybody can use this for other.
But does it print it as well?
Yeah, you can print it in the console
So,
outside.
I
Okay,
was.
so I return the value and afterwards I can
See,
just print it.
I never seen we return a console. I never seen actually
Okay,
by
then
mistake
it's
even by
different.
mistake. But I'm seeing it. So never return a console. A console
return
it
the
does.
value.
It does only just print output. Whenever you call this one, it prints output immediately. It doesn't do any return stuff. But you're doing magically. But anyway.
But the other point about functions is if you say in another calculation you want the return value and do something else with it, so you can't do the console.
Yeah, it doesn't really do anything. Okay, that has sense.
But you use something that you probably, I don't know, you have the explanation or not. What is this?
Oh, yeah, that was a pain. Those 3 dots in the beginning were making my life a hell. I still don't know why they are coming there.
So why you are using them?
Because I need to get the average, and of course I Google.
So then, if you, that's what I'm said to him as well.
No,
So-
but it's mostly a syntax thing.
It's a different, yeah.
It's-
Taking arguments.
I-
If you
I-
don't know the length of the object, then we put dot dot dot.
Get everything.
Yeah, to get everything.
Yeah, but yeah, I know.
I know what the method does, but I was just putting grades and it was not working, and I was very frustrated until I saw that you need to put 3 dots.
Yeah. Although, so this is the syntax that come from the ES6 latest one, right? It's called expand, array expand. So it has different meaning and it can do a lot of things. I can show you, but I didn't like the way you use this one. You should use the basic way, and also you don't have the explanation for that.
Okay, but
So-
so how the thing, guys, is if you don't know the length of the array, you can call it. The 3 dots. I didn't know how it worked, guys. I just
You can also you can also take in like multiple arguments using this way. Just put in a parameter.
If you don't know how many arguments you want to put,
Yeah,
then you
okay.
can put like dot dot dot.
thanks.
Also read about it.
Sorry, it's called sprayed syntax. So this is the one, sprayed.
Spread syntax.
Yes. So you have an array, number of elements, right? So you can either go through the loop, or read one by one, or you can say spread. So spread here, so you're calling the sum function, and then something. But this is the lesson actually we will teach in the JS2. So I don't want to spend time on this one. Then you will get confused, and many of us will not follow. So I said, don't use something that is complex. At the moment we are doing the JS one. Basically, idea is, see, it is doing a lot of magic, but don't apply the magic at the moment. You should know how you can solve with the different alternative way. That's the
I used
intention.
it because I didn't find any other way to make it work.
So then ask if how can we,
If I have to ask each time I get stuck in the program, and you will say that you have.
But then you that way you learn.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm still kind of learning most of the time.
Okay. Anyway, it's for you. How will you
So
solve
you
it?
need to read the documentation. I mean, you appear that you were surprised that it's explained.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's called
You
spread.
need to
Okay.
be there. Sometimes I've been there like for an hour and a half. Yeah, I'm just not in the mood to. And besides the Mozilla developer thing, sometimes it's like
Yeah.
really, really professional, deep, and I
Okay.
don't understand most of this.
Okay, but I like the one that you use this template literal. So many of us didn't use, so you just use this one. That's good one. Good practice. Okay. Thanks.
And the last thing I would like to say that in a case like this, it's very useful to use the pop thing because in the beginning I just created an array with the names of all the students, and then when I was calling the functions, I just used the pop, and each time I call it, it was taking one of the values, one of the names of the students from the array, and was automatically just putting in there. So
Okay.
that's really useful.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so you did cover the 2.1 full here,
Yeah, that,
and 2.2. What is the homework? 2.2.
I think it's a matter.
Can you, Shumon? Did homework 2.2? Yeah.
This.
From here, right? 1, 2, 3. So what is the assignment here?
It was to find out the tree should print large and cage.
For 3 it should print fish, for 5
Fish was-
bus, then for 3 and for 5
Fish bus.
fish bus. Or fish bus.
Multiples of 3 fish, multiple of 5 bus. If it's both, like 15 would be fish bus.
Fish bus.
Okay. So if it's multiplied by 3, then you print by fish, and if it's multiplied by 5, you print bus, and then if it's both, you print both, right? So it's is it the correct output with all of us? Yeah. Is it same? He managed to fix that? Or is it Fintin? Fish bus, okay? And you did till, okay, 1000. Oh my god, I can see the scrolling. Okay, so would you like to explain your code? How did you solve that? And you're also printing here. Don't print now, because if you are printing here, then remove the console. It's just for developer purpose. So when you're done development, you remove the console out. Okay. So 2.2. And then here, right? So can you explain what is the code here?
I use the for loop,
Yeah.
and then I use the mode function. If the loop I it's mode 3 and mode 5, then it will print fish batch. And S I use the if then condition. Then if mode 3, then it will print fish, and if 5, then it will print batch.
And else?
And as just it will print out
Yeah.
the number.
Excellent. Any question to his work?
Why you have divided 3 and 5 first? Why not last? You could have divided by 3 first.
You can
and then-
arrange it anywhere.
Anyway,
No,
Yeah, 3, 5, and 3, 5.
okay.
We cannot. Yeah.
I didn't get it. What is the question?
The question is why he has divided by 3 and 5 first, and then he's writing. He could have written if I remainder 3 is equal to 0, I remainder 5 is equal to 0, I remainder 3, and I remainder 5 is equal to 0. But he
Okay.
said he can write it anyway.
No,
I think
if I write if mode 3, then it will print feed, and then if I then condition batch, then it will, because I am using the condition I mode 5.
I think his code is right.
Yeah, his code is right, but I asked a question. He could have. He said he can write in any order.
No.
That's mean if I use the mode 3 remains I mode 3, Just where I use now, I use the I mod 3 equal 0 and I mod 5 equal 0. So if I use the condition I mod 3, then it will print fees. So it will not work.
No,
It should work.
no, it will not. It's like at the
If the loop
when
works
it's
in a
going
order
to
from
it
top
will,
to bottom.
it will like print only fees.
Only fees, and then else if it's
But
mode
the
5,
requirement is to
then it will print batch, and if it's mode 3 and 5.
It will check the first condition. If it's right, then it skips other conditions.
So okay, yeah, I think you're all correct. So just one question to you. So conditions.
Yeah.
So
Condition.
this is a block of condition. It's one block,
Yeah.
and one block can do one task.
Right.
That's it. One conditions can do only one person
So my
one task.
question is that,
So
if I fulfill the one condition, if I mod 3 in the first,
Yeah,
I use
first.
the first one, I mod 3 and I mod 5 equals 0, then it will print fish bars, right?
Yes, fish bar.
So
It will not go.
if I use the first condition, if I mod 3 equals 0,
Yeah.
then it will print fish. So it
Yeah.
will not work.
No, it will not work because for 15, number 15 when it comes, so number 15 is divisible by 3, right?
Yeah.
So it will just print fees. It will not print fees bars because when any condition of this one, the first order first, it gets satisfied, it gets true, then it execute this one and skip everything. So first the line if condition.
So it will miss the previous.
So see here the first line number 42, right?
Yeah.
So if this line is true, it will come inside this bracket. You can write 10, 100, thousands of line, whatever. It will do this one, and then remaining else if it get skipped. So and then if it comes second condition, and if it gets the first one is false and this one is true, then it forget this remaining. And if this one false, and this one is true, then it get forget. And if everything is false, and it gets automatic default, it's execute. So in that case, for the 15th number, you will not get the output, but you did right away.
So for example, 3 and 5 both are like co-primes. So if we have something like they have a LCM, like for example 4 and 8, what should be like? What should be the order of the conditions?
So sorry, come again.
This is 3 and 5.
3 and 5, yes.
Both are they are co-primes. They don't have a common factor. So we are going for fees bus when it is 15. Like when both 3 and 5 are there. For example, if the numbers are like 4 and 8, like they have a common factor, maybe 2, and they are like multiples. So like 8 is multiple of 4.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what should be the order of the condition then inside for loop?
It's multiplied by both, then
Yeah, it's a good question. Yeah.
it's the same as this, I guess.
No, because it cannot be same because 8 will also have 4.
Yeah, I think in that case,
If they are both, then we fees like we print fees and false both, right?
No.
Yeah, this is the same case. Take for example 4 fees 8. That
I think
bus.
Anuradha, in that case, we cannot define the game this way. It should be always the prime number then in that case. You cannot. I understand your concept. So if you always,
and is it possible like we can use not inside the
yeah, we can do that, but the game will not work this way.
Okay.
You can 8 is always divisible by 2, right? So
Yes.
you can write a condition 2 in here. The 8 will never execute because 2 always satisfy the conditions, right? So in that case, yeah, that's not a game then. That's not a proper game. So you need to find the way that can we can play the game.
Okay.
So we need always a prime number to do this. 3, 5, 7, like that, or 11, which not itself. You know the prime number, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Good question. I like it.
I was trying that one. That was fun.
I think it's pretty good. You achieved a really good way on a few lines of code. That's perfect. And also remove the lines here if you don't use it. Okay.
Again, the return.
Yeah.
Return the value করলে ভালো হবে. Console return করছে. মানে ওখানে print করছে. You shouldn't print inside.
No, he didn't print.
You did it?
Oh, he
Console.
print. Oh, I told him
Yeah.
already. Yeah, I told him already. Yes, yes. And then 2.3. Jisan, you done 2.3? You also done? Okay, we'll check Jisan's first. Already there? How do you know that I will ask you?
No, actually, he said that actually he wanted to print again.
Yeah. How many homeworks are there? 2 or 3, and then what next?
And then game the star, printing the star, right?
Yeah. Is it 2 or 3? Okay.
Was that too many homework, or was it right amount? Or how about everybody else? Too much?
Too much for me.
Too much for you?
But if you have reading material, then it will be impossible.
Oh man, how many lines of code you wrote? 27?
It's space. If you
Why you have this space? What the meaning of this? I just told someone, right? And you can write code. So write beautifully so you can read, okay? Okay, can you explain the code?
Yeah, it's just using 2 loops, for and j. And the real thing is that because it runs from top to bottom, so the first star is printing, and then another star is printing by using another j loop, and by using the j iterator and the for loop. And by using the breaks, we are making it into 2 lines. First line is printing, and then the second line is printing.
Any question? You understand this code? Really? Anyone? Any question to him? Is it okay code, or we can do it different way?
Did you understand the nested for loop?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So he is printing a pyramid of star.
If we don't write this break in the second j loop, it will be in 1 line.
Yeah. Did you do it differently?
I just assigned a variable and I used a variable to print it.
Can I see it?
Yeah.
I mean, paste the link there.
It's there.
It's there already. Here. Can you?
Oh, now?
Yeah, I will spend time to find this also.
Not this one. I have sent it. The last one.
Which one? This one, right?
No, that's one. Yeah, you sent that. Yeah, I sent it.
This one?
Yes, this one. Yes.
This one?
And the second code.
Where?
The second one, the let star is equal to.
Here?
Yeah, that's it.
Let's start.
Same thing, but I use.
Yeah, and then that's the difference. So you used the document.write, and he used HTML element. I think this is a good one. Using element. Yes, and it should work. And why is this like this star, and this is the literal and this is not literal?
That's like I've used HTML there in DR. I use HTML.
HTML, yeah.
Yeah, so I use that.
I think it will not harm you that if you write some text as well for literal. So always use the consistent way. So here you are just doing it different way, and this is not consistent. So this is not a consistency. So use different same thing, and always it's safe to use the literal, not the other ways. Comma, invert comma. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good one. Probably you can explain the code here. Yes. Yeah. Explain his code here. What he did here. Can you see the code here? So this is basically this one. The one Dishan did here is outputting the pyramid of stars.
Yes.
Now you can see that, right? So also Vinesh achieved the same with a different way. So this is the code from 18 to 25. Can you explain how this executes?
First we have like debug loops for from zero index to 5. After that, he put another loop. Sorry, I have just one thing. It's not work with me. Why do you put star and like this value empty or null?
Sorry.
Why he give star equal null or?
Oh, in the beginning. So beginning the variable has no value. So he's assigning empty. Because if you do this plus sign, and then this one has no value, then it will not do the plus.
You're asking why there is a plus in the...
No, he said why is star.
Why is empty? Why? How is like it uses empty?
No, because you need to call it, but first you need to declare, and even if it's an empty string, JavaScript needs to know that it's a string.
No, it's not.
It's an empty box. You will fill it after the execution of the loop.
Yeah,
Then
so
the value will go.
after that, I understand that because I did it, but I print it to the console loop. I couldn't print it to the HTML.
So if
the point I copy paste also.
Yeah.
Point, but I give start like not start. I put like x equal. So it's work with me, but I say,
I think variable name you can put anything. Why he did it the empty string? If you don't give the empty string, so what the value is undefined, right? So when he execute this line,
or null?
undefined. Null is a value. So when you define nothing is undefined. So when the line number 21 to execute, what he's doing? He said star the value plus. Plus he's doing some plus, so it will add with undefined and star, but he don't want to print undefined, he want to print star. So I can, I don't know how to,
And how many stars will be print? 5 or 6? 5, right?
Sorry.
How many stars?
Oh, he's printing 6 stars. So
6 or 5? I think 5. Yeah.
script. Okay, I need the HTML element. What is the element? See, I told you it's undefined, right? So first, when I don't use this equal assign anything, so you declaring a variable, it is undefined. You declare, we also covered this undefined, and null value. So if you don't assign anything, it's undefined. And then whenever you try to use this one, so either you assign it. Here he is not assigning, he is doing some concatenation. So add with the previous thing, and what is the previous thing? There's nothing, it's undefined. So this JavaScript doing it smartly. He says okay, undefined plus something. So he's adding stuff this way.
There are other programming languages where you need to state exactly what kind of variable is gonna be. I mean, which value is gonna get. In JavaScript, you can just start it empty like in here, and afterwards you can add can be a string, an armor, or whatever. But there are other programming languages where if you're gonna have numbers inside, you need to state that it's gonna be an integer. So that's why it's a good idea to, from the beginning, state if you already know what kind of value you're gonna have inside, to initiate it, declare it, whatever, and put an empty string. But JavaScript is also works this other way for sure.
Actually, I use the
Clearly, it's working if you don't do it, but this is a good idea.
Okay.
to use.
So, Mohammed, can you say, so this is a pyramid, right? If it's, to me, it's like a very small tree. If I want to print out like big one, what should I do? It only has how many layers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to grow the tree, like 20 floor or something level.
6, 20.
Should I do that?
Yeah.
20. Anything else?
For this project, I don't know if it's work.
Or at least I should give, revert back. It's not undefined, right? Yeah. Exactly. You're right. See? Looks beautiful. Yes.
I think you guys did really well because we didn't really do loops and all that, no?
You, Joey, can you explain why we're using 2 loops? Why one loop cannot do the job for us?
One loop can do the job.
Can do?
Yeah.
Really?
It can.
Can you explain how? Or you can show?
No, I didn't write it, but I just saw like a very beautiful code.
Yeah.
It's just 2 lines of code and then stop.
No, he means 2 loop. One
yeah,
loop.
I know. 2 lines, 1 for loop.
Okay, 1 for loops. Can you show that or share that code?
I mean, it's a little bit hacky, but still very beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, share this one.
Yeah. Very, very beautiful.
By the way, 2 loops this way, what it calls? There's a unique name to call it. Nested loop, yes. So one inside one, right? And nested if also. Nested, hierarchy.
I had troubles trying to imagine how, I know they're very popular and useful, but I don't see how exactly they can work in a real project.
Sorry? You don't know how to use them in the real project?
No, I have troubles imagining how useful they can be in a real project using a nested loop. I mean, here it's very useful to create a pyramid, but
Okay,
Then
that
you
is the
sorting,
application.
sorting algorithms.
That's why I asked the question why it is 2 loops, why it is necessary. So if you understand the concept why it's 2 loops, then you can relate to the latest, real world. I'll come back to your, explanation to this one. So, you're doing it, right? How does it do that?
Very hacky, but still beautiful.
9.
Eloquent.js.
Is this the one line they're doing it?
What if I want to put the numbers instead of the stars, like I want to say increment number, like for instance here, right? He said do you see I'm putting printing number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like this. So how can I do this here as well? Or I can do here.
Yeah, this cannot do with code number.
Yeah, we can, I guess.
Huh?
We have to assign a variable.
No, in the one line of code.
No. But 2 for loops basically just see the whole tree as an x and y axis. So the 1 for loop is going to the x axis, and the other for loop is doing the y axis.
I still don't know how it works, the other one.
Forget about the other one. Forget about this one.
I'm explaining the 2 for loops.
No, yeah. I got that. I got that,
axis.
but the new one.
New one is not even I don't get it.
But
It's okay.
you want to how is it sending the new line?
We wanna know.
Come on, guys. New one is not a good code. Forget about this. I concentrate on this one. The important thing is the nested loop. And why is important? Marco asked the good question why he can relate to the star. So I replace the number. So it's probably meaningful. You said the best. So it is like x and y axis. So basically, two loops is required when you are doing line. So two-dimension thing. So if you want to write different lines and with the different columns, then you always should handle with the two loops. Otherwise, it's not possible. So one loop can go to the horizontally, like for the lines here, and another loop can go vertically, printing stuff. Yeah.
Say I want to see if the number 24 is there. How are you gonna find it?
Okay,
So you need to go.
That has sense.
And
Okay.
a lot of the things, applications we use, either we look for things, or we replace things, or we move things from one purpose. Searching is a big thing in there. No?
Yeah.
Or for example, like if you have, for example, like two arrays of different things, you want to combine them, and then you use like a nested for loop just to match each array with each element.
I have a very good application. You know when you book airline seats.
Sure.
So you need to do second row, third column. Thank you. So that's how you use it.
Yeah.
Movie seats.
More example you need, or? I'm just thinking. No, there are thousands of examples, but I can explain you if it's not clear still. That is very important. They understand the concept of it.
I do understand the concept.
So probably probably this will make sense for you. Not a tree like this one. So or you can print like a star, like here. Airline ticket seats. Okay, guys. And then homework 3. Anyone managed to do homework 3?
Have. He did it.
He did? Probably it's good to show. Probably you both can explain, so you cover the whole class, okay? We just see the progress. We don't have to finish. Yeah. Can you share the code?
No, I haven't uploaded to the gate. I have just
You need to paste it again. Just paste it.
If it's a script page, then you can share the snippet here. I can just take this one. We just want to see, and you can explain. It doesn't matter that it works or not.
You can improve it later on.
Yeah, we can always improve. Yeah. Then Christopher will be after you. You should share the snippet.
You're spamming us.
Edit that one. Or you delete this one first.
He writes back.
After the feedback, I will never do.
Okay, so he uploaded the snippet.
Snippet, yeah. And this way you can actually copy paste right way. Otherwise, the other way you copy a lot of unnecessary stuff. So I need also the I need the HTML page as well, or the console is okay?
Yeah, you need HTML page, but console is okay.
Okay.
You need HTML page for showing up.
So this is the one. Jack. Player 1. This is the one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the homework first, by the way?
Happy family.
You need to find out.
The homework was the game.
Game.
Yeah. Okay. Game works was to find which player has the happy family first time.
Okay. So this is the.
But, you didn't look at the other one, the students mark. It more important.
Oh, is there something missing here?
Yeah. The assign students to mark and then find the average.
Okay, I'll see that, but I already opened it.
We did see that.
Oh yeah, we have seen it. He explained the average.
Okay.
Yeah, it is nicely explained. Okay, this is the last one. So can you, Zoe? Can you explain this one? I think you were looking the code. That's why I'm asking the question to you.
Sorry?
You was looking the code with him, right?
Yeah.
So you can probably explain, or
So
explain the output first, the game, and then we will see the code later.
Yeah, basically, so he creates 4 players with 4 cards.
So what player 1 is Ram, and then he has 1,
cards.
2, 3, 4 cards.
Cards is like each card is an object.
Yes, and it has a number like a
With
King, Jack.
value and suits actually.
So it's okay, fine. Yeah, it probably the name anyway is fine. And so it, okay, hearts, yeah. It's fine. And that what is doing next?
Um,
I'm like,
Yeah, you can explain. Go ahead, Krishna.
king.
I'm checking like the frequency, which is the highest frequency for first player is like king. No, not for that. Like for player first one, for first player.
First player, the king.
So the,
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah, up. No, the king. The line with just a king.
yeah, king I saw. But are you handling the first player first or what?
Yeah.
So first player first. What is the first player input here? Is like this one, right?
Yeah.
Uh, Ram,
For the, like,
you're checking for the king first.
yeah.
King,
yeah.
yes. And does he have king? I can see he has king, right?
Yeah, actually, what are you doing? Why king?
So if he doesn't have any like frequency, then he randomly picks like kings.
Random.
I can see he have 4 different cards. All are
He doesn't
different.
have like
common.
a card, a number which is more than one. So he just random draw one. So it's a king.
No, it should be like
Let's see the source code then.
no. Can you go there?
Let's see the source code. I need to understand. So yes, you are creating a function. Good way. It's okay. Player's name.
Just for like class, I'm creating a class for creating. This is for distributing cards to each player, like 4 cards, and every time it's distribute like different card. The code is already missed. I didn't get time to format it. So,
It's okay. No one's stopping you. You're actually admiring you.
I think it will probably, if we explain, you guys only understand. It will be hard for
Yeah.
to cover all of them. Anyway,
can you go to console?
yeah, console. Yes.
Yeah, there's the 4 card and there is that is the frequency of card. Can you like
So king is the highest frequency for that player.
yeah.
Anyway, I can see you are doing progress, good progress. Probably you are not done yet.
Can you like
He's dumb. But
Is that
4? Can you like after king that is 4?
this one?
Yeah.
Should I expand it or what?
You get a card already.
He got a card.
No, it's
from
like
somebody.
I don't know. It's like showing like it's due to like what do you say like this pass by reference. Then you have edited at last. Then it shows like I have passed by like pass by value and pass by reference.
Yeah.
So like I have changed at last. Then it shows at the from to. So like.
Okay, I think it's fine. So it's in progress. So whenever it's done with the HTML, so probably we can have a review. I can
We
help
are
you.
cooperating on this
Yeah.
project.
So how
So,
many people
fix-
are working on this one?
He's this one. He's
You're working with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Anybody
yeah.
else? Are you working on it?
He no.
Yeah.
No.
So if anyone is working on this one, you can join this league. So learn together. Okay. So it will be easier to you can understand the concept, because the game itself is confusing with the happy family swiping cards here. So you need to understand the game first, then also the programming logic and putting them together. It might be difficult. So also get with the team. Okay. And if you want to give a try, definitely give a try, and then you can always reach out to me in Slack channel. I will review things and then help you out. Yes.
So here I want to show like Marco how I actually use a nested for loop to actually try to finish this project, but haven't.
I think it's okay. We have explained the nested for loop nicely. You did X and Y axis. That's a good one. So we take a quick break, 5 minutes. Then we will start the Git, because I need a fresh head of yours. So we do the Git Git installation, and what is Git about with some theory, and then we will try to do the practice. And also we solve the Marcus problem with the for loop,
Okay.
and some functions use case. Okay. Then we are done for the class.
No objects class.
Okay, we'll do the object as well. You are doing object.
I will do objects.
Yeah. So have a quick 5-minute breaks, okay?
Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you.
5 minutes.